Hi guys, it's Sweety Pie and welcome back again to my channel. If you're new here, remember, subscribe. Obviously, you gotta subscribe because that's what keeps this ball rolling. And yeah, we're up to like 520 subscribers. So good, so awesome. If you want to join the fam, come in. We love you here. We are such a cute little thing, you know. Anyway, let's get into this video. So today we are talking about 7 micro brow inks for overplucked brows. I want to take like a little pause, and if you do not want to hear about the current events that are going on, just skip ahead a little bit. I realize that some of the, it's just everywhere, and I don't know exactly when I'm going to be posting this video. I'm going to assume in the next week or two, but either way, I'd like to just touch on it a little bit because it's on everyone's mind, it's on everyone's heart. I am stuck inside, and I don't mean stuck, I mean I'm inside. Obviously, I'm trying to protect myself, I'm trying to protect other people. You know, I have a Nana too, and I'm trying to stay away from the conspiracy theories. And honestly, every time I go on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, and it's just everywhere, and I would love to be able to go back to work. But that is not foreseeable in the close future, at least. So we're going to move on, and we're going to continue with filming, and we're going to find some things to do. And honestly, after this ends, I'm going to buckle the frick down, and I want to lose some weight, dude. Like, I know it sounds ridiculous, and I really hate when people talk about their weight loss journey. I hate that. But I want to lose some weight. I've gone through a change in my life, which I don't know when it'll be appropriate to ever talk about it, but I've gone through a bit of a change in my life, and yeah, I gained a little weight from that. So regardless, that is not what we're talking about. We're talking about COVID-19, and then we're not talking about it, and then we're talking about weight loss. Who knows what we're talking about? Anyway, let's get into this video. This video is not about personal drama. This is about microblading, but not microblading, not permanent microblading. Let's get into this video. All right, guys. So I have 7 products. They're all like a liquid liner type of product. 2 are high-end, and the rest are pretty much drugstore. So I want to go into prices. I'm going to be ranking them. I have pretty much ranked them in what I think is like the best of the best, and what I think is kind of just garbage and not worth your money at all. 2 of the products that I'm talking about are products that I have decluttered, not decluttered, but used up. Well, one I decluttered, one I completely used up, and I want to touch on them anyway because I know how they work, and I figured, these are pretty prominent products that are super easily found. All of these I can walk into my Walmart, Shoppers, Sephora and purchase them right away. So yeah, let's get into this. Should I go from 1 or should I go from least good? You know what, we're gonna go least good to best today. And the first one on the list, or the last one on the list, whatever you want to call it, is actually this. This is the Essence The Eyebrow Pencil. And honestly, when you go online, it really tells the whole tale. You go on the reviews for this product, and every single one of them says it is freaking too dry. Now, this one is actually $6.99, so it is one of the cheaper ones, but there is a cheaper one in this list that is actually way, way better. Lord in heaven, I'm always being interrupted. You can wait. There is one in here that is less expensive than the Essence one and is way better. Okay, so let's just keep going. The Essence one is crap, and honestly, I don't like any of the 3-pronged or 2-pronged. You're gonna see in here, there's quite a few other ones that are of that nature, and I'm not really into them that much. They are not as good as just like a felt tip kind of deal. All right, so the next one is the Milani Brow Tint. Okay, so this one I actually have. We've got the Milani Brow Tint. let's just do a little, okay, it's a thick, but it's actually got a really tiny tip on it. Now, the reason this one is so far down is because it dries out way too quickly and it does not transfer onto the, like, your brows after foundation. It's very difficult to like get in there. And honestly, I would rather it be super wet rather than really dry, because then when you're trying to do those really nice flicking motions, it's not going to work out. It's just going to end up putting a big thick line instead of like the fine little flicks that you want, kind of deal. So this one is okay. It's pretty freaking expensive. It is $18. Now I got this quite some time ago, so it's still okay, but it doesn't transfer. Let's see if I can show you. Like, see, when you start doing these little hairs, it does not transfer very well. It doesn't get down to like the tip. And another tip for if you like these is to keep them just the way you would keep your liquid liners, upside down, so that it's wetting the tip and the tip doesn't dry out. Yeah, you know. So yes, Milani brow tint, it's okay. It's about the $6. It's $18. It's pretty expensive. It dries out super quickly, and I don't feel like the ink gets to the very tip because, I just no. All right. Number 5. The Revolution Micro Brow. Now, I was kind of a dipstick when I first bought this. It looks like this, just another stick, but this one has a very interesting tip on it. Okay, let's see if I can get this in here. The tip has 3 prongs, but it's almost like when you're holding it, like it's supposed to create different strokes, and all to be honest, I can't stand any of these little micro tips, because the way it works is that if you press down even a little bit too hard, you are gonna get like, here, let's do a little, like, you're just gonna get a very thick line. You have to be so, like, I can't even do it, honestly. You have to be so light. And at that point, the ink isn't getting, onto your skin, period. So this one was no-go either. I don't know. I think that maybe I should have put this one ahead of this one, because this one I really don't freaking like, because the tip is just weird. And although it is juicy and wet, you can never create like very hard. Like, you've got to have the way they made this, you've got to have your hand, let me see. You've got to have your hand at the certain angle to get that tip. I'll try to put an insert in for you. But yeah, this one is definitely just a no-go. I didn't love it. I didn't really care too much about it. And I bought 2 of them because I bought the wrong shade first, went back, got the best shade. Oh my gosh, it was just stupid. And then actually it's $11.99. It's not even that inexpensive, honestly. The one, I think, is it Next? No, not even. Regardless, the one that's like coming up is way cheaper than this and works phenomenally, and I love it much better. So yeah, Revolution one, not that great. Not my favorite, not that great. Didn't love it. The next one we have is, I think, like the most expensive drugstore one that I've owned, and it was what, $17.71, and it is the L'Oreal Micro Ink Pen by Brow Stylist. I have mine in brunette. Looks like this. Has their cute little, you know. Okay, so this one is the most friggin' confusing. All right, so what you essentially have here, and I'm trying my best to show you the little nubs, but this one has like 1, 2, like it has like 6 little nubs, and I will try and demonstrate. Now this one is a little bit on the green side, but I don't mind that because honestly, a lot of them tend to be a little red. So that is the kind of strokes you're gonna get with this brow pencil, like, or this brow pen. Like, you're never gonna get just one stroke, because you have to, if you're trying and you're trying to use the tip, it always comes out like thicker than you want it to be, because the brow hairs are supposed to be tiny and wispy. They're supposed to be really tiny. So again, this isn't my favorite. This isn't my favorite, and I am really disappointed. I will use this on occasion just because I paid $17.71 for it, and I kind of feel like I need to get some use out of it. But like, my favorites will always be the ones that are coming up. Actually, I think all of the ones that are coming up are so much better, like so much better, and are definitely worth the money. So let's see here. The next one is my favorite for the drugstore, and that is the Hard Candy, and this is a new product they just brought out actually. This is the Hard Candy BROWS Now Brow Ink Detailer Pen. This one is in medium. The pen is cute. It's got their little, you know, their little emblem on it, and it is a straight up, I don't know if it's a felt tip. It actually might be a brush tip. Yeah, I think it is a brush tip. Either way, you've got this really, and this is really juicy. So like, honestly, I sometimes just hold it down a little bit right before I go into my brows, just because there can be a lot of pigment, but this is just perfect. It's so tiny. I cannot believe that this was only what, like $6.98, people. Go pick this up. If you like the MAC Shape and Shade, which is the one I'm going to talk about, like the two Urban Decay Brow Blade, Shape and Shade, those are the two high-end ones that I picked, and I'll tell you a little bit about why I think that they're superior to the drugstore ones. But this one comes so close to this MAC one and the Urban Decay. Honestly, I was amazed that they bam such a good product, such a good product. Anyway, the next one is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. Now, the only reason that this wasn't first, because the blade on that brow blade, I'll show a picture of it. Maybe I can find a clip somewhere, I'm not sure. That pencil and it literally looks just like the same as MAC has done here. It's just a felt tip or a brush tip applicator, and it's one little tip, just like an eyeliner, and it works so well. And the pencil on the Urban Decay works even better, in my opinion. Like, it's so good. Now, one thing I noticed, I went through the pencil like literally like that, so I was left with just the brow blade, which kind of like annoyed me. And honestly, I feel like the kind of the same thing with the MAC one. They actually put a pigment. Whew, that one's dark. But yeah, they actually put a pigment on the other end of this one, and I could have done without, honestly. This is the Spiked Shape and Shade. And honestly, I've had this for so long, and I still use it every day. Like, literally, like, every day. It's still going great, going strong. So if you're looking for longevity, I've had this one for a while from Hard Candy, but I think, like, honestly, this is the best way to go. It is $26, and the Urban Decay Brow Blade is $35, which is like, whoo, out there, like, really expensive for a brow product. So if you don't want to like spend that kind of money, go and get the Hard Candy one. If you've got sparse brows, it works out so well, honestly. So recap here, I really don't think that the Essence one is ever going to be worth anybody's money, because it literally it dried out in like a minute. Like, I couldn't even do another brow. Oh, well, there goes the book. But yeah, I couldn't even do another freaking brow when I bought it. I was like, what the hell is this? And I remember I should have kept it, but I threw it out because I was mad. But yeah, if you're looking for good ones, definitely the Hard Candy. The Milani is all right. It's not my favorite. I think it does dry out, but it is at least one of those like little tips that if you didn't wear like foundation, I think it might actually work out for some people, but it does not want to go over the foundation, not at all. Then we obviously have one of my tried and trues, the MAC Shape and Shade. When this came out, this is my holy grail makeup item, I think. Like, honestly, this is how I perfect my brows. None of this is like real. I really need to do another brow tutorial. Anyway, I will get on that. even, does anybody do brow tutorials anymore? Like, you'd be very surprised to see how little brow hairs I have though. Anyway, I love these ones. These ones are a freaking pass. The L'Oreal micro ink pen, way too juicy, and the applicator is stupid, in my opinion, sorry. And then the Revolution micro brow pen, again, the micro brow tip is just like, what? What are you thinking? If you're trying to like, okay, we're talking about not makeup artists. We're talking about human beings out there, you know, trying to create brow hairs out of nothing. And you're giving me this like janked applicator. I just can't. Who is this being marketed to? I don't know. Either way, drugstore, hard candy. You could go for the Milani, but I'm not going to guarantee that it's going to work. I will guarantee that the hard candy one is awesome. Again, it's the BROWS Now Brow Ink Detailer Pen. They had it in the new display at Walmart, so if you want to go check that out, make sure you do. And then our high-end picks are definitely the MAC Shape and Shade and the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I had that brow blade forever too. Like, I need to look up how long I had that brow blade because I had it forever. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I kind of just like had it out of a whim. I was looking at all the like the ink pens I had, and I was like, damn, I should do a video on this. I need to talk about this. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this was like a little bit of an escape. And yeah, I don't know. I hope you subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it. Did I say that already? I feel like I did. Anyway, mwah. Bye guys. Stay safe and stay home.